All right, Dana, the fight for fairness in women's sports sparking a legal battle in Vermont. A Christian school says it has been penalized for its beliefs after it forfeited a basketball game against a team with a transgender player. Nate Foy's got the story. He's at our New York newsroom for us. Well, looks like he's outside. So much for that. Nate.
Hey, John. Yeah, we're outside the courtroom, John, and the mid-Christian Vermont girls basketball team is inside the courtroom. They actually drove down from Vermont for this hearing that is expected to begin here in the next couple minutes. A panel of 3 judges will decide if the Vermont Principals Association violated the players' First Amendment rights by punishing them for their freedom of religion. Now, take a look. 4 of the players from that 2023 team that forfeited a game against the team with a transgender player are still playing for Mid-Vermont Christian. A freshman on the team, John, tells Fox that they're missing out on opportunities because they stood for what they believe is right.
Yeah, I definitely feel violated. I definitely feel nervous playing against men. Like when I play against my brother, there's a disadvantage for me.
So Mid-Vermont Christian head coach Chris Goodwin tells Fox that he had safety concerns about his players competing against the transgender athlete. Seen in this video playing against a different team unrelated to the lawsuit, Coach Goodwin said he's cautiously optimistic about today's hearing, and he's proud of his players.
Even though there's going to be a cost to doing what's right, that doesn't mean you compromise. You still stand up and you do the right thing, and in the long run, there's a benefit to that.
So the Vermont Principals Association pointed Fox News to a statement that reads, quote, Mid-Vermont Christian School has every right to teach its beliefs to its own students. It cannot, however, impose those beliefs on students from other public and private schools, deny students from other schools the opportunity to play, or hurt students from other schools because of who those students are. So Mid-Vermont Christian is seeking a preliminary injunction on its ban, which if they get that, John, they would be able to compete in athletics once again. We are not expecting a ruling today. However, the lawyers for the school told Fox as they went into the courtroom they are going to ask the judges for as quick of a ruling as possible so that these girls can potentially stop being punished. It's been a couple seasons now that have been impacted since they forfeited that game in 2023. We'll send it back to you.
A lot of people waiting to see what the court has to say on this. Nate Foy for us. Nate, thank you. Dana?
John, Martha McCallum joins us here, and I have pretty level head on a lot of things, and this stuff is getting to me. The coach was also on Fox and Friends this morning. This affects not only the basketball team, but everyone.
We voluntarily ended our season fully anticipating to pick up next year with the first game of the season, but right after we forfeited that game, the state of Vermont removed us from all state athletic competitions, not just girls basketball, but every sport we offer at the school, we are not allowed to play in the state of Vermont.
Martha, this is terrible.
It is. It reminds me of the back and forth from Maine, from the governor with President Trump. And it appears that these upper New England states are digging in their heels on this issue. And it really goes back to the question of whether or not these schools can uphold their principles and still be part of this athletic league for the entire state. And the fact that they're knocking them out of other teams' participation as well. I can easily see this situation finding its way to the Supreme Court because we haven't heard from them in a definitive way on these issues. It reminds me of when Obamacare was passed and all employers had to provide it, and yet it provided abortion services as well. And the Nuns group went all the way to the Supreme Court with the Becket Foundation behind them and won in that case. So it is that whole question of protecting your religious freedoms versus the practices of the state.
Yes, that was the Little Sisters of the Poor. And I wonder if this will make a difference at the Supreme Court. And then can you extrapolate that? Or is it just for religious schools that you could protect girls' sports?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons that teams forfeit a game, and they're not generally always knocked out of the competition. So they're basically saying that the reason that you forfeited this game puts you in a whole different category, and we're going to reject your participation in the statewide sports. So, and that little girl, she's not little, but she's a high school girl. When she said, I get a little nervous when I play with my brothers too. Young women, this is one of those issues that Democrats have found themselves on the side of, where they're with a small percentage of the country, and they were the ones, women's liberation, who fought for women to be able to have their own funded sports programs in all these schools. So
let me
they're in a
pull
rock
up
and a hard
this
place.
too, because I think that for some people who will say, "Oh, Dana, stop getting hysterical. It's only a couple things." Oh, really? It's a different sport every day. Well, look at this list here. This is just in the last week or so. You have rowing competitions, fencing, track athletes, the disc golfer, the pool player. That one's hysterical in England. I don't know what they're saying in the media there. And now basketball. We have volleyball, the young woman who is in the First Lady's box. It's not a small issue. And where are the Democratic women to stand up for them?
And when I think about that fencer taking a knee, I thought that was really such a moving moment and a courageous moment for this girl, because the other fencer said to her something along the lines of, well, you know, the representative from the commission is here and he's on my side. I mean, it's very intimidating for these young women to stand up and to speak out about this. And it's
hard for young women anyway.
Absolutely.
I mean, you and I do a lot of mentoring. You try to teach them to have their strong voice, to have a little confidence, and to know that they're not being backed up by the very women who wanted Title IX in the first place.
Absolutely.
Really is infuriating.
No, it's shocking.
What are we going to see at 3?
So
Everything.
obviously we're going to be covering what's going on in the markets where the hour before the market closes. And, you know, 62% of Americans are exposed to the stock market. You get this fascinating back and forth going on between a lot of these billionaires who really backed the Trump team. And the Trump team is dug in. They say that they feel very strong at the White House. They are not worried about where this is going, and they're sticking to their guns. So this is a pretty interesting
We'll see what happens in a few hours. Thank you, Martha.
See you then.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.